What is going on, Crewmaru and new followers and curious people who just want to know how to fix some toys? It is February 13th, the day before Valentine's Day. Happy early Valentine's Day to those who are celebrating it, and happy Sunday before Monday for those who are not and just do not care about that kind of thing. I figured I would go live today because I, for one, will be celebrating that, and with my wife. She has tomorrow off from her live stream, so I figured I'd prepare some toys since I missed last freaking Monday. I was on the amazing Toy Migos. They were generous enough to let me join, and they made me feel like a superstar. So that was really cool. That's how they work. But yeah, right now I am gonna go ahead and open this. I didn't really prep as well as I should have. We got hit with some pretty bad weather here a little ways ago, and all the mail stopped. So I didn't have anything really to do last Monday. Honestly, I would have done two lives, last week, but I didn't have anything to do, so I canceled Monday, and then all of a sudden, all of the mail came in that was missing, and my God, it was insane. So I should have done one last Monday, but I didn't. So forgive me for being a little messy. Gosh, I've got no room over here, guys. I'm like, this whole. I mean, this is crazy. Check this out. This is how much. Let's see if I can lift. I don't even know if I can lift it. There's so much work. There's just so much work over here behind me. It's absolutely insane. What's up, Brian and Samurai Chris? Thanks for showing up, guys. Hope you're enjoying your Sunday. I hope you have absolutely nothing to do. For me, that's always a good thing. All right, here we go. I don't think. It's like one of the biggest boxes I've ever gotten. All right. This one's exciting. I'm gonna open them up. Okay, we'll just cut it out. Not doing that. Save some time here. Let's uncover this mummy. What's up, Daniel? Billy Moon, there he is. Oh, look at this. Look at this. Oh, he's missing part of his face. Oh, God, there's pieces everywhere. Oh, yeah, this is well, let me not be rude. Let me get rid of that. So, this is a Hot Toys Predator. This guy said he spent like $700 on this thing. That's just crazy. Cool. I don't ever get to. This is me. This is like my first react right now. Oh my gosh, look at this. I guess all this stuff comes off of his face. Oh my God, all of this stuff comes off of his face. Does anything else come off? Does the teeth come out? I feel like I'm in this is Maru's dental. Okay, well. This is why I keep a surplus of bags like this around for cases like this. Man, the details insane in this. So we'll keep all these little things. This makes me nervous. I don't like this at all. If this is anything like NECA stuff, this piece right here makes me very nervous. But he's got things hanging off of him everywhere. This is crazy. Okay, cool. Okay, so the problem with this one, thank God it's not this arm. The problem with this is that this arm broke, and he glued it on. So we're going to have to remove this and then reattach it. All right, let's go in. So I've got some custom tools here. This is this used to be a screwdriver. Now it is a pick, a punch, whatever you want to call it. And I think that's probably going to be our best bet to cut free some of this glue and adhesive that's on here. So let's go ahead and I thought about doing a tutorial over this, but I feel like I've got so many. I've never done a Hot Toys before. What do you guys think? Should I shoot something for this as well? Let's just get to it. Let's just get to it. Like, I always want to try to like shoot as many tutorials as I can, but I feel like I just haven't been putting them up. I'm thinking about maybe setting Thursdays aside from now on, maybe just an hour after I get off work to maybe put, just edit a little bit. Like, I could probably edit 3 tutorials in an hour, maybe 2. Let's just be safe, 2, and then upload 1 that night. Whenever, I don't know what the smartest way to do that is. The way I see it, the more I can put up, the faster, the better. That way people can get to them quicker. Because let's face it, I'm not gonna be making a job off of YouTube. That's a lot of work, man. But anyways, let's go ahead and heat this guy up. As I said before, this has been put on with some kind of glue, adhesive, super glue. So we're going to heat this guy up. I don't know if you guys can see that or not. I'm going to heat this up. You got to be careful with this thing too. This is a very expensive figure, man. It's crazy. Let's see what we can do. So, the difficulty of this job is really going to be dependent on how much adhesive this guy used on here. Let me see if I can't brighten this up for y'all. I'll move my light over here, see if that's any better. I don't know if that's better or if that's worse. It's very bright. I think that's good. Okay, so let's take this very slowly. I could see in the back here. So we're going to slowly go in. Now this is always like the most dangerous spot. I'm just testing it. I'm not going in from the back because the elbow has this lip on the back. That's usually the easiest part to tear. So, what's up, Figure Fanatic? Thank you for showing up. Happy Sunday to you as well. Probably the most durable spot is going to be right here in the front. So I'm just trying to see. Like I said, this thing is... I could probably just snap it because it's already broke. But, I don't want to cause... I don't know what that's going to do. I don't know what has been adhered. And so I'm just trying to carefully... Very carefully, because if this thing slips, it will stab me. As you guys have seen, this thing stabbed me a couple weeks ago, which was just a joy. This is going to take a couple of heating sessions, I can already tell. Alright, let's go back in. You don't ever want to rush these things, especially if that plastic isn't soft. It's just not going to give, and you could end up breaking it and permanently warping that plastic is something you don't want to do. So let's just be careful with this. We're going to take it slow. And if this is the only figure we repair today, then that's the only figure we repair today. Yeah. And so this is just I wanted to do a live feed for you guys today, just to kind of get keep that YouTube presence alive. But after this, we're gonna be on the Toycanics Discord. And if you're here, man, Ori, if you don't mind, would you send a link to the Discord, man? So my man Ori he's a local friend. He's just one of my best friends. I'm not afraid to say it. I have not known him very long, but in the time I have known him, he has proven to be a genuine, wonderful human being. My wife loves him too, so that's how you know he's a winner. She's a great judge of character. But anyways, Ori basically took over the Discord because I asked him if he wouldn't mind doing that. He was already doing it anyways, but and he's a great guy. But he manages the Toycanics Discord, which is a nice little nook, nice little edge of the internet, and Discord is one of my favorite things. I like follow the Toy Migos on there and the Toy Canics, and that's kind of it. I think I'm in the ACBA one as well, but yeah, I keeping try to keep track with people in there. I'm in there often, I guess, but those boys are always going at it, always talking about stuff. But today we're gonna have a live chat. We do it all the time. It's not like it's anything crazy super special, but I just figured I would kind of promote it and announce it today. Everybody is welcome to join in there. Don't be shy. You can hop in. If you don't want to turn your camera on because you're afraid of these this wonderful family judging you, well, I get it, but we won't. Unless you have a weird mustache. No, we won't. The weirder the better. Just saying, everybody's always welcome in there. But, you know, do be mindful if you do come in to make sure, you know, you don't got any crazy background noise or stuff like that. Or because that's just hard for everybody to understand. But... oh, my man Max McBurney's in here. Max, actually, I have worked for Max as well. Since you're in here, maybe we'll try to get to that after this if we can get to it. This is really kind of giving me... this is fun. My man Rocker Josh is in here. Says, well, wheel. I'm pretty sure he meant well. If it isn't my arch nemesis, Toy Canic, the internet ain't big enough for the both of us. I'm tripping. What's up, Bill? Yeah, I hear you. I hear you, Rocker Josh. Rocker Josh, I would usually play your awesome intro right now, but dang it. I'm trying to get this arm off. Corey from Casting Cave's in here. He says, what are we doing today? Right now, we're working on a Hot Toys Predator figure. This is neat because I don't ever get to really work on Hot Toys that much. I think this might be my second or third one. And the arm is broke. And the client reattached it with glue. So, unfortunately, this has taken a lot longer than normal to, you know, detach. I can already see... oh, man. I wish I could angle this camera around a little bit better for you guys. Because this is... I need to get like a head cam, I guess. I think that would be pretty cool. Man. Oh, man. Captain McKay's in here. I feel like you could pull off a really wacky mustache. I don't know. Something tells me. The captain stash. Oh, you could call that the captain stash, and that could be like your haul videos. See? It's kind of writing itself. Okay, so I can see here that the adhesive has really taken hold in the back. And you have to be super careful because just the slightest little tear... I'm trying to be as careful as I can. It's usually better to use like more of a blunt object. Like if it's got a blunt end on it, but like... I don't know how to say this. Like sharp but blunt. A pointy blunt end. That way it's not like tearing your plastic, but it's also not cutting it. Which I guess would be the same as tearing. I don't know. I can see there's a little spot right here that's really giving me trouble. The softer you get this, the easier it is to kind of get into the smaller creases at the seals that the super glue is creating. This is going to be a lengthy one. So yeah, so as you can see, Corey's in here, says he's got to do some painting today. And like I told you guys earlier, we are going to be doing some Discord chat after this. They can go on for a really long time sometimes. So if you're feeling like you want to come out and hang out, please do. We'll probably be there for a while, I imagine. The guys are always in there. We get a lot of cool... there's a lot of really cool and very talented people in our Discord. Casting Cave being one of them. And we've got... Greg Sarabia sometimes shows up to complain about Boba Fett. It's really fun. But yeah, we got a lot of talented people in there, man. Oreo Mega's in there. My man Anthony will probably be showing up. He's going to be working on his... he's doing some 3D printing, man. He's been slowly but surely just focusing in on 3D printing. So he's kind of our 3D printer guy. And he's working on a really cool project right now. I'm sure he's excited to show off, but I'm not gonna spoil what that is. But let's just say it's probably gonna be a hit with the Marvel Legends crowd. And yeah, it's gonna be fun. So stop by if you want to see what that is, and maybe get in on the pre-order, because it's gonna be something really cool. I'm definitely gonna be buying one of these things. It's gonna be awesome. Golly, man, this is just a... It's weird because like the arm bends. I could see right here, there's a little spot. And the worst part about this is that this is gonna take off the paint because it's, adhesive at this point. And so any of that adhesive that goes with it, part of me wants to use a razor blade, but the other part of me doesn't, because I'm trying to see if I can't just get it to break free. And boy, they were very liberal with the with whatever adhesive is in here, man. God dang. Man, this is rough, guys. So this is one of those things I need to send to people whenever I ask people. I'm like, hey, when they say, oh, I did try to repair it with some super glue, but I'd really like it to have some, I'd like to have an articulation back. Well, I'm like, well, I got to charge extra if I got to remove adhesive, and this is why. This is how long it takes. I mean, you can't just rip the thing off. I mean, I guess you could if you want it to look like garbage, but the whole point is I want to save these figures. I don't want to just repair and send it on its way. We want it to look nice too if we can. So what we got here? The Captain's stash. Make it happen, Captain. Also, don't think that I didn't see your little comment last time on Toy Migos about a crowd-funded stop motion of Nightcrawler versus Aquaman. You can just cancel that right now. Actually, I would love to see that. I would actually just love to see them like having like a lunch together. I do need to talk to you actually about some interesting projects I had in mind. Captain, don't let me forget about that. Send me a message or something, because I will forget. But there's something that I had in mind, and I wanted to talk to you about that, and I'm just now remembering it. Josh Smith, do you have a top 3 repairs that you don't like to do and a top 3 that you enjoy? So my most enjoyable repair is usually the ones that I haven't done before. Like this one. Like, I know this is obviously a pain. I don't really like I don't like having to get rid of like adhesive and stuff, like I'm doing. But I've never done this, so this is kind of a conundrum. I like a good, for me, when it comes down to a repair, I'm trying to think of like the ones that I really like doing. I enjoy whenever I have to build a joint. Like, I have to charge more because when it comes down to it, it's just more time and work. So that's why I charge more. But there's something about that because you create something from scratch. Sometimes I like a mod. I usually reluctantly take on crazy mods just because I don't know if it's something new. Like I said, if it's something new, I want to try it out. So I'm more inclined to do something new than I am. I mean, I'll take on an old job, like a bicep swivel. Like, if somebody's like, man, I got 3 figures and all their biceps are broke, I will take that on and I'll knock that out for you probably the day of, assuming everything goes the way, we plan it to be. But I don't know, man. I don't know. That's interesting. Some of the fun ones too are like whenever I gotta collaborate with Casting Cave, because sometimes, man, I'm like, I can't fix this, like not by myself. You just need help sometimes. There's some Mafex figures out there that just cannot be fixed, due to the complexity of the nature of the engineering. I do like, you know, I do like fixing storm figures because they repair so well. Have I done a Mafex Mondo fix? Yeah, I fixed up Mando. Yeah, I fixed. Corey helped me cast some knees, and I had to fix 3 knees already. Oh man, this is just. Are you guys seeing this? Here we go, and we're out. Man. Golly, I don't know what was in here, but we're gonna have to clean this whole arm out. Like this whole thing's gonna have to be dremeled out. And the peg's still in here too. So we got to get that out. Man, I hope I don't. Another thing we're gonna have to do here is we're gonna have to take a razor blade here, and we're gonna have to cut. Oh, I have no idea what this person used for this. Whatever it was some pretty good adhesive. But now we've got to cut all of the adhesive off that was on there before. And then we've got to cut probably a slit along the side of each of these, what am I trying to say here? The disc, I guess, the elbow disc. Because what happens, and this is what I always try to tell you guys, when you have to be careful when you're using super glue and something like this, like an elbow repair or a knee repair, or especially like if you're trying to do a joint, like tightening. If the super glue gets into these crevices like this, you could really, I mean, it could seep, and as soon as it seeps in, you're in a worse situation than you were before. And that's kind of where this guy ended up here. I mean, he had the arm attached, which is, you know, all well and fine. But man, it sucks, man. I wish if this person would have contacted me right as it broke, we could have got this back in order without any of the paint being off or anything like that, or having to do all of this noise right here. This is a lot of work. This is a lot of work to do. And this is just to get the arm moving again. Because right now, because we don't know what caused it to break in the first place. A lot of times what happens is there's some kind of paint or some kind of factory defect, and that's what's causing this thing to lock up. You know what I mean? Yeah. Bill's top 3 hated repairs. Toy Biz 16-inch Spider-Man. Casting Cave's right. That is number 1 hated repair. So Josh, there's your answer. It's not about don't like to do, more like will never do again. I'll never do that repair again. Yeah, and Transformers. Thank you. See, my guys, man, my friends know my friends know me better than I do. Yeah, I don't. So it's not that I don't like Transformer repairs. It's just usually there's a lot of die cast, so I'm not your guy for that. I can't fix die cast pieces. Not yet, at least, and I don't know if that's something I really want to delve into. It seems like a lot of... I don't know. I feel like I'd have to have different equipment for that, and man, I'm struggling enough as it is in this room to have room. There's a lot. I mean, I have to get rid of stuff that... I have to get rid of a lot of stuff. Like, just get rid of stuff. It's not about like, oh, I want to take this off the shelf and put this on the shelf. It's gotten to the point where it's just out of hand in my room. And I think that's a curse that a lot of us collectors go through. But, you know, I guess admitting that you have an issue is the first step. But it's also dealing with the problem, you know. I just got to cut back. I don't have the room for it. You know, and I want my things to look nice. I used to be a quantity over quality, and now here we are. Man, the Zeus Shockwave. Ooh, the Zeus Shockwave. That was a fun one. You guys watched, I want to say that was a, 2 or 3-parter? Man, that thing took forever. God, it was the size of a baby. It's like fixing a child's arms. I had to make cuts. See, those are, but when it comes down to it, as much as I don't ever want to do things like that again, doing them once was just awesome. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, I'm not comparing myself to the great artists, but when you do something that is so involved like that, like creating a new joint from scratch and springs and screws and washers and all that stuff and all the custom work that you just can't buy or whatever, like you're not going to see another, Starry Night. Like, you know what I mean? You're not going to see another Mona Lisa. You know what I mean? Like they didn't do those again. They were like, "Oh man, I love that Mona Lisa so much. Could you paint that again?" No. No. I don't really like doing the same. Like that was one thing. That's one thing. That's why I couldn't make it as a customizer though, is cuz I made a Jubei Kibagami, and that was like my claim to custom fame. It's so outdated and old now, but it's still it was my one of my favorites, and I can't tell you how many people asked me if I would make it again. And I didn't want to, and it wasn't because I'm gonna have the only one. I just didn't want to do it again. A lot of work went into it, and it's just not one of those things that I'm not that kind of person. I don't want to do stuff like that twice. I can't do that. Uh, to those who can, that's incredible to me because I don't have that kind of thought. Like I've watched Corey paint like 20 of the same heads, and each one, I wouldn't say they're all identical, but I mean you're not going to be able to like get it in hand and be like, this isn't what you showed me. No, he's going to give you exactly what you wanted, but each one has like this little special, there's something about it. Each one will have like just the slightest difference. You'd never be able to tell, even if you had two in your hands. But you know what I mean? Like they're hand painted. You're just not. He's not a computer or a machine. And I see that, and I was like, that's just a different type of. That's just a different type of skill that I don't possess that. I wish I could just like do that. That'd be cool, but I don't have that. So that's something that I definitely ran into a lot with the whole customizing thing. Was like I just can't do the same thing twice. I didn't have the desire or motivation. I didn't want to do it again. Like, ugh, this bothers me. So what I'm trying to do right now is break free all of the adhesive that inevitably is that I don't think I'm gonna nail that word. That definitely got into the cracks here. Yeah. Sorry, my brain is like so focused in on this right now. I'm not thinking about anything else. Oh my gosh, it's so bad. It's so bad. Like, whatever this adhesive was, and I'm trying very carefully not to like cut into whatever the plastic is that connected here. Because it's a pinless joint, guys. This is what, like, I know they're pretty, but dang, if they're not hard to fix, you got to cut the things open. You know what I mean? Like, you have to because it's pinless. So you can't just, like old school, pop the pin out, replace whatever, and then pop it back in. No, now you have to try to fix the problem from the outside in instead of vice versa, which was much easier back in the day. And with new engineering comes new problems. But we'll see. This is going to take a while. This is probably going to take a full hour. Once we get all this cleaned out and whatnot, it's going to work really well, I think. But we got to see what the issue was in the first place that caused this thing to break. And oh man, it's just like all of it's gummed up. So gummed up. I mean, yeah, look, you gotta sit here and you want to cut near the edges. Sorry, I'm not zooming in. I don't want to like miss anything. I'm so bad about drifting whenever I get into a job like this. So I feel like this side here, we're getting there. Yeah, so the outer soft plastic definitely adhered to the hard disc inside. Either that or the factory like defect is that it was just locked, and that's what caused it to break. Now, a lot of times what I got to do is I'll take a sharper piece like so. I'll go in, and you got to find where the the peg, so to speak, is the pin where it connects, and sometimes you just got to jam it through where the peg is and where the disc is so you can separate whatever it is that's causing this problem. Man, this one's a mess. This one's going to take a minute. All right, I'm going to let this heat up just a little more. That's why I like my heat gun, because, God, if you had to heat up... Imagine having to go boil water every time you did this. Which, it might help. I don't know if getting water in here and boiling it would seep in and help move that adhesive. I really don't know. But I like my heat gun. It works well. I've learned it. I'm comfortable with it. But I'd be willing to bet that the problem of this definitely stemmed from the pinless joint. It's just it's a common problem with Marvel Legends, with NECA, all that stuff. All right, see if we can't get in and around. The hardest part usually, like I said, with pinless joints, besides obviously getting the pin free, is getting around this the elbow crease. If you get any kind of adhesive in here, it is really hard to free that spot up. And I feel like there is definitely some stuff in here. So I usually try to take a small flathead screwdriver, like so, like one of these really tiny.
Here's something I found on reference.com.
Alexa, stop. So whatever I just said triggered my echo. Oh man, yeah, there's all sorts of freaking God dang, dude. Yeah, adhesive got in here as well. I mean, look at that. I've got a look at what we're dealing with here. Look here. See if I can't show you what's going on here. So, see if I can move a light in the way. I don't know if it's got auto. Are we on autofocus or not? Hang on a second. All right. So here's what we're dealing with. Right in here, in this side, this is the little elbow piece I'm talking about. And it's basically just a thin layer right here, which I've got this piece kind of just jamming around in there. And it is just gummed up. Like, it's like, take this out. You can see that it's just gummy in there. That white that you can see, that like white color, this right here, that's a problem. It's stuck all the way down. All the way down here is stuck. You can see the hole, like right there, that I just made. And it's staying there, which means there's plenty to, like, God dang, dude. You know, when it comes to adhesive, a little bit really does go a long way. And a lot of it can ruin something, for sure. Golly, this is just a lot. And I mean, this usually comes with, you know, not knowing how it's going to affect it or whatnot. But this is also why you have to heat it up first. This is a real mess of a job, man. Which is about right. That's how it usually goes. And this is just kind of a third of the job, is to get this all cleaned up, and then we got to go in, we'll fix that other arm, and then we've got to reattach that. Which that's the part I'm really looking forward to, because God, my hands are already feeling this. Let's get a little of these chunks out of here. This plastic excess nasty. And let's see what we can do here. Just trying to be real careful that I don't stab myself with this thing. Oh, there we go. Something popped. That's good. And I feel like I need to run my razor blade down in here to kind of get some of this free, but maybe not. Jeez. Okay, here we go. So that's one side I think is freed up now. And I can definitely tell that this side's locked in as well. I'm just really trying not to slip and stab myself. I don't want to do that. Man. What I'm afraid of is that it got in to the joint. I just hope it didn't get down into this joint. And then whenever we start to... So usually I'll take some flathead, needle nose pliers. Let's see if we can't... Yeah, we can't bend it yet. So yeah, in the top 3 things I don't like to do is usually remove adhesive. It sucks. It sucks. And plus, I'm sitting here going through and I'm looking in here and I'm like, I just hope that I'm not ripping the peg, the pinless peg. I don't want to do that. That's the last thing I want to do. And I can't tell because there's so much adhesive connecting to the actual disc. So it forms this like white layer, so I can't tell where the plastic ends and the adhesive begins. I think this side might be good. Let's see what happens if we kind of go down here a little further. I want to say that this side has been... What we want is for this, our tool to be able to go around, all the way around without getting caught on anything. And that's how we'll know that we've broken the adhesive's hold. Let's go with a bigger screwdriver. See if we can't get down in it. God, man, this is nuts. How's everybody else's day going? I mean, good Lord. This is crazy. Julian, we're doing a live on a Sunday because tomorrow I'm taking Monday off because it is Valentine's Day and I have a wife that I'd like to spend time with. And she gets the night off from her usual Monday live sale that she assists with. So we're going to take that night and hang out. Probably play some Valhalla. I'm going to make steak and shrimp. Oh, I saw it move a little bit. Man, yeah, I feel like the adhesive did get all the way down in this thing. Come on, you punk. Don't know if that did it or not. I can't tell if this thing's moving. It's like getting real. So I know it might get nervous, like with how chewed up it looks like it's getting. But then usually you run some heat through it, and it'll be good. Gonna go through like this. I'm gonna see if we can't. It'll reshape it once we reheat it out. And I'm gonna see if we can. Oh, Julian, sorry. God, I don't know what to. Condolences for your aunt. So we're going to go ahead and chip away some of this excess plastic now. I feel like we're getting closer. Boy, I had no idea how bad this was going to be. Should have charged more. I didn't expect it to be this crazy. I feel like the problem that we ran into here is that there is just going to be... I'm afraid that there's so much adhesive got down into the peg, and we'll just see if we can't break it free without ruining the peg. So what I'm doing right now is taking a razor blade and trying to get rid of some of the, basically the plastic plus adhesive that have locked itself into this disc piece. Let's see if we can't see what's going on this side. Okay. I feel like it might be this top piece right here that just needs all of this god dang adhesive. I really cannot tell where the freaking like the peg is. Ooh, there we go. Oh man, a lot of work. A lot of work in here. Usually these things break free a little easier, but seeing that this is bigger than obviously a Marvel Legend figure, a NECA figure. The weirdest thing is how much this is built like a NECA figure. Or like the older ones, like this single elbow. Oh. God, my knuckles. A lot of work. A lot of strenuous work here. A lot of gripping and ripping. Just trying to shave off this plastic and adhesive here. Trying to see if I can't get through to the other side, man. Golly. Okay. Oh, that might have been good. I hope. I think I just freed up this side. Oh yeah, that's actually telling me exactly where the peg is now. Man, this thing goes deep. This is at least a 1/4 inch deep. If I can get through the other side, that'd be great. It'll tell me exactly where I need to stop and start. There we go. Okay. Oh man, I think I found it. I think we... Man, I'm literally just having to like rip this stuff apart. Okay, let's see if that did it. So, okay. So I've got some movement right now in it, but I don't know if it is fully separated. Man, because I mean, what could be happening right now is just we've dislodged all of the outer disc, but I'm hoping that the inside that's connecting or touching the peg, I'm worried that that's going to be still connected via some adhesive. And so what could be happening is we're bending that, but it's also bending the peg, which is just going to weaken it and eventually rip off. We'll be able to tell if this moves and doesn't like try to move back on its own, then I think we're good. But otherwise, nah, it's not. It's, yeah, you can feel it. Whenever I'm sitting here pressing it, I can feel it kind of fighting back. So what I'm gonna try to do here is essentially pierce all the way through, because so what happened here is the adhesive definitely got in, which I was afraid of. Gosh, this just adds way more. It looks like it didn't get so much on the bottom, but it's on the top. So if we can just dislodge the top half of the peg, find like a clean spot down below, and then just kind of work your way around from where there isn't adhesive. Um, that might work. But man, it is really, really strong. I don't know what he used, or if he just used way too much. Um, Crazy. Oh, Julian said some new superhero trailers are going to be in the Super Bowl. That's cool. What are we looking at? What's coming out? I don't even like. I'm assuming a new Batman trailer, I guess. Which I gotta say, I'm probably most excited for this Batman movie, but I also don't know if I'm gonna go to the theater to sit through a 3 hour film. I don't know if I'm just old, or I don't know. I'd have to like, I don't know. I'd have to really be interested. I think if Ghostbusters would have been 3 hours, I'm like, yeah, I'm in. I'll totally go watch that. But like, Batman is not on my list. However, I'm most excited for Robert Pattinson. Um, he's a good actor, man. I like him a lot. And the movie looks good. It's so fun. I'm just excited that we don't have to deal with Christian Bale's silly Batman voice. It still cracks me up to this day that that's like one of the most renowned Batman films, and that voice just is so stupid to me. Like, I was just crushing his septum underneath that. It felt like they did that in freaking Daredevil too. It's like, why do I have to crush my nose? Ooh, Cap, if Batman's coming to HBO, which I would think it is since it's DC, I'm all in. I will watch that from home, man. For sure. For sure. That'd be awesome, dude. That would excite me actually. That'd make me happy. Um I've been because me and my wife, we will go see a lot of movies. I almost see almost every superhero film I'll go see in the theater. But oh man, 3 hours is 3 hours. You know what I mean? That's a lot. But if it's at home, then I can do that after work one day. Chill with my animals while I'm doing it. I like that. Gosh, this is crazy how long this is taking. I'm sorry, guys. Well, you know what? I'm not sorry. I'm just repairing the figures. That's what we do. That's what we do here. Gosh, man, this is just really a punk. I just want to see if I can't just get this thing to like just crack free or something. It's really stuck. It's just really stuck. Happy Sunday. It's 1:56, man. Dang. His voice is cool because it sounds like his nose is plugged up and he's been smoking too many cigarettes. I don't know how any of that translates to cool for you, Julian, but I'm glad it does. He just sounds like an angry, sick stepdad or something. Were you in my room? No. Where's my money? I don't know. Did you get in my wallet? No. Well, somebody did. Okay, well, I don't know, Bat Dad. Punk. Chris, you know what? I'm not sorry about it. Sorry. I wish it was more entertaining. I can't. I'm like, you don't even get to see it. Like, I'm just like, I'm got it clumped up to my chest over here. You don't get to see it because it can't work. I don't know. I need better camera setup for sure to get you guys into the experience. Ooh, boy, that was almost an experience right there. That was almost some curse words. We almost turned this day of rest into a day of cursing. That was close to being a stab wound. All right. Man, I feel like we're getting there. Dude, this is insane. I feel like I'm like defusing a bomb. Like I already have a band-aid on my finger and I swear it's about to sweat off of me. Yeah, Kevin, take out the trash. Okay, bad dad. Be on my tin. Alright, I get it. Why are you always screaming? I'm tired of it. I just need it to break free. If we could just get it to break free, we could move on. Something is still hanging on. So I'm completely all the way through to the other side. And I just gotta keep doing this until it breaks all the way free. I'm trying not to stab through the, like I said, through the peg. We're used to the cameras, man. It's that soothing voice. Yeah. That's it. The voice full of like just uncertainty and stress. Guys, I'm sorry. I don't know. This has never happened to me before. Oh, look at this. Who? Here we are. This repair is brought to you by the letter T. Golly. For trouble. Oh man. I cannot believe how this thing is so locked up. It's crazy. I feel like this thing's locked up in the front now. Or no, sorry, the back. Is the back? Yeah, it's like the back of the peg. The pin, I mean, I should say the pin. Like, come on, man. Just come on, just give up. Just give in. It's gonna be so much better. You're gonna be able to bend when we're done with this. You'll be able to articulate again. You'll be worth the money this dude spent on you. Don't you want that? Don't you want to make your owner happy? No? Okay. Be a jerk. I mean, I guess the Predator is kind of a villain, huh? Kind of, right? Man, I am like, I'm all up in this thing. That's the only way you can talk to kids, man. You gotta scream at them like Christian Bale's Batman. It's the only way they get it. It's probably the worst. I'm not a parent, so please don't take parenting advice from me. Ooh, boy. Tell you what, this one's getting close today. Bruh. Let's go. We got other figures. I have like freaking 12 boxes to repair. I'm not ending this stream until I finish this figure. So, that's all there is to it. Now I'm determined. I honestly thought we would have been on a figure like number 2 by now. Okay, so I've got this all the way through. Man. I mean, son of a gun. Yeah, dip it in hot water. Come back 24 hours where the water will still be hot. Let it heat up, expand, and then cool down and refreeze. Like, God dang it. How do you make time fly? You throw a clock out a window. Hey, thanks, Julian. I'm about to throw something out a window. And it rhymes with Hot Toys Predator. Alright, let's heat this up again. Get it back to its normal form. Now, I'm doing my best to like work around this so I don't just chew this thing up. That's the weirdest thing you've ever said, Chris. Oh man. Top weird comments by Samurai Chris. Come on, Pred. Open up to Bill and make your boo-boo all better. That's funny, dude. That's so weird. I love it. All right. So where's the problem? Where is the issue at? Could it be underneath? Could something have gotten underneath here? Because that's going to be tough. If it got underneath, that's going to be real hard to get to. Man, come on. Come on. All I got to do is just break it free. I'm just afraid. Oh, God, I'm afraid I'm going to break the dang peg. Oh. Oh. What's that? What's that? Started the Super Bowl pre-drinking. I get it. There we go. Oh. I think I got it. Oh man, I think we got it. Oh. Hang on. Oh man. Ah, that little bounce back right there makes me nervous. I think we got it, dude. I think I found it. I think I just had to go around a little more around the bottom there. I think we got. Oh man. Yes. Yes. All right, let's get rid of some of this nasty excess plastic in here. Oh man. Okay, good. Got it to bend. Awesome. All right. Great. Wonderful. Grand. Man, look at all this like this nasty. Look at this. You can see all the gross right there. There's so much like where's my razor? All right. Let's see if I can't do this right here. So, all of this stuff. Yeah, all of it. Watch this. I'm going to cut this off. Being very careful. Maybe I can just scrape it up instead of cutting down so we don't accidentally hit our. And then we'll come in from this side here. Like all of this was like stuck with adhesive. So much stuck with adhesive. It's crazy. See if I can't bend this down a little further. Yeah, you can see this is the bot. This is like kind of near the bottom right here. And it's got this white, like, see if that's in focus. That feels pretty focused. So all of this like white crud is adhesive that was stuck. All of that right there. You see all of that layer chipping off. Look at that. God, it's freaking so thick. It's crazy. Man, that is bonkers. That's bananas. Okay, well, yeah, that was a lot of freaking adhesive, which means this is probably going to be real fun to go through. So, see if I can't get this all the way back. You can just hear it. You can hear it, like, still ripping some of the adhesive out. All right. But doesn't look like it loosened it up at all. Like, it doesn't, when I say loosen, it didn't make it like way loose. I know this looks real gappy right now, but we'll get rid of that. We'll heat that up and that should be fine. Cool. All right. So now let's move on to step. I don't even know. What step are we on? I guess that's one step. Well, we had to break it out. We had to cut it free. We had to dig around in there to make sure the peg was free, the disc was free, cut away adhesive, and now we get to remove the peg and then clean up the arm. I'm going to go ahead and heat this up so I can get the arm to kind of close back in on itself. Which we might have to C-clamp this a little bit. Let me see if I've got any C-clamps around here. I sure should, but I don't see any. Come on. Come on, clamps. Looking for clamps. Looking for clamps. Any kind of clamp. Any clamp will do. Son of a... crap. Well, I've just been kind of pinching it. I guess I could put it in my vise. That'll work. There we go. I usually have my C-clamps nearby, but I guess I just lost them unorganized. Okay, let's remove the peg from here. How does the Discord live work? Is it like a YouTube live? Kind of, I guess. Basically, it's just we just hop on. It's like a chat room. You just hop in and you're in it. It's you can, I guess you can type in the chat in there, but most of us talk. But yeah, I guess you could probably type in there in the chat room. I don't know. I'm not that crazy familiar with Discord. I use it really for the chat room stuff, but you're welcome to just pop in and listen. Heating this up. I'm going to give it a nice even heating all the way around. And I think that's why most people prefer to do the heating in water, just because it soaks evenly all the way around, which is, you know, optimal. I just like the heat gun because it's faster. Oh man, yeah, well, this is gonna be okay. I can't do this in front of the camera, unfortunately. I've got to get some stability on this thing and dig down deep, or I'm gonna stab myself, and I don't want to do that. Oh man, this thing is so lodged in here. Oh wait, maybe not. Maybe it's not as bad as I thought it was. Oh, gosh. This plastic is so thick. Man, it's crazy how much plastic and adhesive. Like, this stuff really adhered well, so I'm hoping that it's gonna like repair well too, due to its how it reacted to the adhesive the person used. So once again, gosh, so crazy. Yeah, Julian, I read your joke. I read it. I read it out loud. Julian and his jokes, y'all. So I like to heat the whole arm up around it because if you're to just heat, this is already warped from like the plastic and what, or from the adhesive. But right here, it's such a thin little area around it that it can get really, really warped and heated up. I'm gonna use a flathead screwdriver. See if I can't jam that in there to break free some of this stuff. I don't know how big this peg is either. This is like the biggest struggle I've had with a figure in a very long time. I can't remember the last time I struggled this much. I remember here recently, guys, whenever I like knocked out like 4 awesome repairs in one night, and you guys were like, "You're probably the best at this ever, and no one was ever going to be better than you." I think everybody said that. And here I am, really, really, really struggling with this thing. This peg is in so deep. I cannot get this peg out of here. I know it twists. I know it's available. I know it can come out. I don't know. I've never messed with a Hot Toys peg. This will be interesting. Just heat them up again. Did you open up Anthrax's Scumbag yet? Yeah, opinions. I got them, but I haven't yet let them breathe. Yeah, dude. Scumbug's like, but Anthrax is fucking awesome. He's great. I like Anthrax a lot. Haven't opened Movie April. She's the only figure I haven't opened from any of my Ninja Turtle stuff. I don't know why. The heads look really great, but man, I guess I can just toss her on the shelf or something like that, but I don't know. God, those knees are so bad. The faces look great, though. Judith Hogue is awesome, by the way, man. She has been following her on Instagram, and she's so active, and she's really just, she's awesome for the fans. Ugh. We got it. Look at this thing. Look at the size of that freaking peg. Gosh. Dang. Okay, actually, while I'm here. Man. Oh, this one's not going to be fun to do. Crap. It's so long. Okay. I wonder if I've got a drill bit this long. Let me check. I might need a really long drill bit for this. I wanted to use one of my... Golly. Yeah, imagine this. Imagine trying to straighten this thing. And it'd have to go all the way... Oh, man. This is a really long peg. The peg technically doesn't start until about right here. But still... Yeah, man. freaking predator. Okay, so while I'm thinking about that nightmare that's about to come my way, let's go ahead and let's clean up the predator arm. I'm gonna use I don't even know if I got to use this yet. This is my new big burr. Look at this thing. Freaking huge. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and we're going to clean up the arm a bit. Right. So it's a little junky. There we go. It's nice and cleaned up, smoothed out. Might need to take some of this excess plastic right here, kind of chip it out with the old razor blade. Use a smaller burr. Probably use this cone right here. I don't want to. Yeah, you know what? That actually might not be a bad idea. Since some adhesive can really cause jagged edges, we can go down and turn it down a little lower. Get rid of some of this junk. And we'll dump it out. Nice and cleaned. All of our stuff off the table here. Out of the way. A little brush action here. Trash can. All right. Okay, cool. So, next, what we need to do is let me check my drill bits and see if we've got one that long and small. I need a skinny, long drill bit that's going to be able to go all the way down. And unfortunately, these finger drill bits, you can see they've got a little stopper right here. I mean, I could probably cut that off. But even so, it goes thicker here in the end, and we don't want that. The issue I see running into here is I need to make sure that I have a screw that's going to be the same size. I think this will work. This is a smaller drill bit here. We're looking at about a... Let's see if I've got one small enough. No, I don't think it's going to be small enough on this one. This is like 1/16, so I don't know, man. This could be 132 maybe. We'll see. We'll see if this works. I need to make sure that I've got a screw that's gonna fit that size. And I'm not gonna be able to put this all the way through. This is gonna be an interesting one. So we'll tighten it up. I have a feeling I'm gonna break this joint. I'm gonna break this freaking thing. I'm trying to do this like the dumbest way. Like this is supposed to go in so much further. But let's see. Where did I put my joint at? It was over here. I moved it over here before I swept. I know I did. Okay. So let's see. It needs to go in that far. Yeah, we can do a little better than that. I was about to say, I was like, that's gonna break for sure. That's pretty good. That'll get us all the way through, all the way to the end. So that's good. So we'll go through here. It's not gonna mess with it's actually the perfect width to go all the way through without messing with this guy here, this isn't gonna matter. It's gonna pinch down anyway. So what I like to do in a case like this where I'm not sure about how that's gonna work, I like to keep some scrap. I always had like fodder figures about. Let's see if we've got. Here's one. There's like an old grifter figure that I thought about using the head for a long time ago. But what we're gonna do today with old grifter is we're going to drill into his thigh and see if a screw will go in there. Alright, so now we've got a hole in there. Let's see if the bit I wanted to use will work off of this hole alone. Now this isn't the same plastic, obviously. This is a more softer plastic, but we can at least see if, you know, the hole would be too big or if it's not going to be big enough. Actually, it works really well. That's actually perfect. Okay, so we might have lucked out here with this drill bit. That's really good. I personally would like one that's a little smaller, just because I feel like once it hits the hard plastic, it might be, whenever you do it, whenever you heat up that softer plastic like that grifter leg just now, that there's a possibility that, you know, it could contract a little bit due to the heat. But this does feel like it's going to be about the right size. Man, I wonder if I've got one that's just a little smaller. Let's see. Let's see what we got here. I feel like these are all. That's probably the smallest one I've got. It looks like the smallest one I've got. Yeah, that's going to do it. Okay, well, we'll see. I think it'll work. I think once we get the adhesive in there as well, I think this is going to make sure this sticks good. Because what we don't want is to put this screw in there and all of a sudden, you know, it doesn't work. In fact, what we could do initially is we can get our Predator arm that we just fixed, that was in our vise. I didn't forget. This is actually the Dremel stylus. Unfortunately, they don't make these anymore, but they do have a ton of Dremel products that you can use. You can get you these cool heads like this, these little custom heads, and it works with any size drill bit. They do have some wands that you can get, which I don't like the wand personally. I can't hold it like this. So Dremel does offer. What in the world? I think I super glued a bag to my cord here. They do offer like this really cool stylus handle that you just unscrew off the front, put it on, and you can hold it like this. Gives you full control. I can't do the wand stuff. Some people really love that. I'm not. It just doesn't work for me as well. But it's Dremel brand. Dremel brand's the only brand I really trust on here. I'm sure there's plenty other options out there. There's probably cheaper options, but for the quality that I've gotten, I really like Dremel brand. They just work well for me. Before I drill into this, I'm trying to cut some more of this elbow down, just smooth it out a little bit. I think I'll use my sanding bit. We can kind of. Go. And also, before I drill in here, I'd like to check this one more time, since now we've tightened her up. feel like it's locked up again. I feel like it's locked up again, and that's gonna bother me. We had a good thing going here. Yeah, that. This thing is so tight, man. Let's see if I can wiggle some of this free. So what I did was I clamped it, which could have caused some more friction in here. Let's see what happened. What's up, David Productions? And let's see if we can't. Man, it's just really tight. It's crazy tight. Dang, I didn't expect that. I thought we would have had this guy ready to go. That's a problem that happens with pinless joints as well that I've noticed, is like sometimes you'll get it all fixed, you're ready to go, and you'll kind of, you'll heat it up again, you'll tighten it, kind of close it off so you don't have these gaps showing. Sometimes you got to leave them because it's like, I don't know if the integrity of this thing gets like wrecked during this whole thing or what, but now just trying to, yeah, and see now I'm having like, it's not that big of a deal. Okay, let's go ahead and drill a hole here. I'm going to drill a hole in the center where the peg broke off, if I can. All right, come on. A lot of times I like to back up a little bit before I go all the way in. You don't want too much friction and heat messing this thing up. It's pretty strong plastic. I'm going to turn up the speed here. Okay. And just in case you drill in there and you go too far, you feel like you've gone too far, or even if you're not sure, even if you think you did it perfectly, after you drill, always get a grip of this thing and move it. Move it away, because just in case if you went all the way through and hit that pin in the center, if you put a screw through that, it's going to go in and lock it, and you're not going to be able to move it. It's just going to tear through that and rip. So just to ensure, make sure you push this away so those holes aren't lined up anymore, in case you went too far. So now we've got our hole drilled in the arm. Let's take this, our bigger eye hook, and let's see if we can't screw it in. If so, oh man, it's fitting like a dream, dude. This is great. Okay, wow, that's actually really awesome to know that I've got that there. And so now, yeah, look at that. Gosh, it's having a hard time going all the way back. We can go forward pretty well. Okay, it goes forward. There must be just some like kind of imperfections in there right now, but it's doing pretty well. The problem I'm seeing right here is, see how it's sandwiched open like that. That's what I don't want. Usually this is the easy part, is getting it to bend like so, which we saw what that was all about. The part that usually worries me is putting this back in, and it's one thing to be able to twist like or to move backwards and forwards. It's another thing to be able to twist the arm without this coming out, because that's why I use screws and not pins. If you use a pin, chances are it's just going to twist. The pin has no grip. A pin has no grip. So a nail or a thumbtack or a pin, a needle does not have the grip that you need to keep it attached. If you never want to touch it again, a pin's fine. If you're fixing a statue, I can't even say a pin's fine. I feel dirty saying that. I always use something with threading, because threading is going to give it that locked in feel. It's going to be a lot harder. And even if it does break hold, heaven forbid, at least it's not going to fall out right away. Although that's not what I don't want that anyways. But anyways, the threading is going to give the adhesive something to grip to and be able to grip to the plastic inside. So that's why I always have to reiterate, this is why I use screws and never ever a pin. I see people suggest pins all the time, and if you want to use it, that's up to you. But if you're going to ask me for my personal opinion, no. Nope. I don't care who you are. That pin, if anybody gets a hold of it, even if gently moving it, the pin's gonna break. No, nobody could say the pin's held. There's just no way. There's no way it will break. Nothing can hold that pin in place. Maybe a few twists, but it's gonna break. It's just gonna break. But so now we're gonna do our usual. This one we're gonna have to flatten or straighten this pretty good. Usually, I always tell you like it's okay if it's not perfect. This one we're gonna need it to be pretty perfect. It needs to be pretty perfect because we've got to go a long ways with this one. And I'm still like kind of trying to figure this one out. Because this isn't normal. The problem we got here is that this peg, when it goes inside of the arm, has one of these. I'm not sure what the correct official term would be, but it's got the. Let's see if we can zoom in on it. Let's see what we're working with here, guys. See these little pinch. I don't know what do you call these? Like they pinch basically when they go in and pop in, so they can't lock back out. That's why this was so hard to get out. I'm lucky these didn't break, but these are probably, I guess, is well built. Anyways, so we've got to put a screw all the way through here, and I'm trying to figure out how I'm supposed to do that. So what I'm thinking is I'm going to have. I'm wondering if I could screw it all the way through, like screw a screw all the way through, and then put it in reverse, if that makes sense. So what we would do is we would drive the screw all the way through here, all the way out, and then snip it to the length we need it to be, push it back in, and then twist it all the way in to where we leave the head or the end of the screw facing out, so we can just screw it onto here. This is not how I'd honestly want to do that because it makes me nervous that it's going. Usually I like to screw this whole thing in via the screw itself, but we can't do that because we can't clip this thing off because this thing needs to have room to pinch. Oh boy, Bill. Hot toys are fun, I guess. Or we don't have to go all the way out. I guess we can make sure that it goes all the way through, and then we'll back it up, and then we can push one in going the other way. Because we could see exactly how much we would need for it to go in. So yeah, back that up. We don't have to go we don't have to screw the whole thing in. It's just going to be different. Golly, this is weird. Yeah, let's see what happens. Okay, so we're going to take our drill bit. We're going to get my favorite pliers for doing stuff like this. Let's zoom out a little bit so you guys can see what I'm doing. And right now we're going to drill all the way through. Make sure we get a clean drill bit. I'm going to keep it right here in the center. Let's make sure I don't have any extra. Man, there's like plastic on the end of this thing. I feel like there's like, gosh, hang on a second. There's like plastic on the end of this. And I don't want that. That can really mess up a hole too, by the way. Okay. All right, so we get a good grip on here. And usually I would want to go from the center out. You know what? Let's do that. Let's do the way I'd want to do it. I'm just nervous like if I try to go in any other way, it's going to mess it up. So let's go in from the center here. To the bottom. Keep it in the center. Back it up a little bit because we don't want to mess this up. Gosh, it's really like heating that plastic up. This is really thick plastic. It heated it up so much and it's already hardened on here, so that's not fun. Okay, we have to cut it off with a razor. All right, so it's clamp. Maybe we can go through. Let's try it. Let's try and go through the other way. It's kind of giving me a guide, honestly. Oh, well, kind of until it slipped off. Yeesh. All right, let's try it again. Okay, I think we made it all the way through. Okay. Oh, I can see a hole all the way through. That's good. Let's make sure it's clean. Hole's clean, looking pretty clean. Let's go through again from the other side. Okay, go through again. I'm just making sure, because one thing you can do with hard plastic, you feel the friction in there. What we don't want is to get like, I don't know, halfway, 3/4 of the way through, and all of a sudden our screw gets too tight in there and it breaks off. That can happen. Now these are thicker screws that I'm using here, but still they can do that. They can break off. So what we want to do, if we can, gosh, is screw this all the way through. Here, what we're gonna do, let me back up a little bit. I know I'm gonna get out of the frame for you guys. So let's see what we can do here. Let's try to, it's like trying to latch on. I'm trying to get it all the way through here. It's like not wanting me to go through. Maybe it'll just let me screw it through this deal. This weird lip, this pinch lip thing on here is like not letting me, it's like not letting me through. But you would have thought I would already made like a little drilled hole. This is just a complex job, completely complex. You know what? What if we were to? Well, no, I guess you don't. There's no room for it. I want to try to put like a end here so it gives me some room to get in here. All right, let's see if I can't start finding the hole we drilled. Okay, there we go. Gosh, I'm losing my Band-Aid. All right. So we'll just do it with these. Usually I like to do this by hand to see how much I can do by hand. Harder plastic's a little different. And since I've had to give this so little to grip onto, it's a little harder on the fingers. Not to mention I've been working my hands like crazy today, guys. Thank y'all for sticking with me all the way through this. So yeah, so let's, so far so good. You know what? I wonder if I could just, oop. Yeah, like I said, I don't want it to be too tight. We're going through here. It's feeling like it's getting a little snug. Oh my gosh, I just clipped my dang. I clipped my Band-Aid. If it's feeling too tight, I'm not comfortable with that. I think that'll break my my hold. So the issue that we're probably running into right now, which I would guess, is I felt some friction while we were in there, but I'm thinking that my screw is just not straight enough. And that's okay. But what I don't want to do is I don't really want to bring the screw back through the bottom, because then it's the opposite of the threading that I want to be going through the peg, if that makes sense. I want the direction that it's going right now. This is what I want. So you can see there's like just a little curve. Well, you probably can't because it's so far away. There's just a little, you can tell that's not straight. You can see right about here is where the curve starts. And let's see if we can't get that just a little more straight. Takes a little bending. And just slowly bend it back. What's up, big boss? Thanks for showing up. It feels like, God, this is taking forever. Oh, no wonder I'm not getting a good grip, man. There's like freaking super glue all over all over these things. I mean, there's adhesive all over these pliers. Gross. I wonder if I could just like dip these in like some acetone or something like that, if that would be feasible. No wonder I'm not getting a good grip, man. I think these are probably the pliers I use to like. These are like my favorite pliers. Besides as far as big pliers, I feel like sometimes you just need the bigger pliers to really get the job done. But man, really got some adhesive in here. I'm gonna have to like sand these out or something. I don't want to like strip them, but something. Gotta do something with them. Okay, so now since we've tried to straighten this out a little bit more, gosh, it's still got a dang bend in it. I wonder if I can't get rid of it. Let's see if we can use two pieces. Sheesh, I don't know, maybe. It might be enough. I don't know. That's really kind of wonky right now. I think it's better than what we had. Let's see if we can't go through it again. What I think I'm going to do, I'm going to drill a hole. I'm going to go back through and drill another, just see if I can't make it a little better through here. It's nice and clean. It's feeling good now. So here's what we're going to do. Hey, what's going on, Don Draper? I feel like I haven't seen you in a while. Could be wrong. Maybe I just haven't seen anybody in a while. My streams have been all over the place, guys. Sorry. Trying to figure everything out. Some days it makes sense. Like I said, man, I was going to do that one on that Monday, and I didn't have anything to repair, honestly. And then now I have got more than I think I've ever had at once. And I think there might be more on the way, which was not good. I don't like it when I have that much. It just makes me nervous because then everybody's like, hey, where's my stuff at? It's like, it's coming. All right. Okay. So yeah, so you can see this is where my issue is going to be so let's say, we're going to get this, obviously we're going to get this all the way through. And once we do, I'll back it up and then I've got to send it in the opposite way. What I usually like to do is once the screw is in all the way like this, usually what I want to do is I'll cut it off here, right? And then that's it. We can, here, I'm not even showing you what I'm talking about. So we'll put the screw all the way through here and then we'll say, oh no, the hair has definitely not been cut. It's just put up in this little thing called an invisibobble that I was told by my hairstylist that I needed to use because my hair's been breaking. It's not as long as it used to be, guys. It used to be like down to like here, and now it's like here. I lost like 2-3 inches. Sucks. So gotta take care of yourself. Anyways, what I was getting at is I want this to go all the way through. And usually I like to, once it's all the way through, so here we go. It's starting to come through, which is awesome. We want to make sure it goes all the way through too, like to the full extent, like that circumference of the threading. We want that, not just the tip. We want the whole thing. So this is what I usually would like, is like for it to be like so, tips on the outside. And what I want to do is now I like to add adhesive to it. I grip it via the screw and I twist it in like that. Smart, right? That's how it goes in, because then you've got full control. There's no way it's going to break the hold on this plastic. Well, we can't do that with this because of this weird peg design thing. This has got to smoosh down and then clip in once it goes in. So what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to back it up. We're going to have to back the whole thing up now. And we're going to have to go in backwards, which this is going to be really weird. I've never had to, I can't remember ever having to do this. So we're going to go backwards now. Man, I can't believe this has been the entire stream. It says, like, at the beginning, it's like Hot Toys, Mafex, and more. Nope. Just a Hot Toys Predator the whole time. But I hope you guys will, if you're, not busy with Super Bowls and stuff like that, or if you just want to keep your Discord open, join us. I'm sure Casting Cave's going to be there. I know Ori will probably be there if he's around. We're going to hop on. My buddy Anthony's going to be in there, and we're going to be chatting in the Discord. I might not be there right after the stream. I think I'm going to go grab a shower and eat, but then I'll be popping on for sure. And like I said, it's always on. We'll get it fired up, and then we'll just be chatting all day. So everybody's welcome in it. Okay, so now that we've got the screw out, what we'll do is we will set this up next to, let's see, this is about let's see where we want. Like I said, this is a really thick peg deals here, but we want to make sure that some of the threading is still inside. So I think we could probably do about 1/4 inch maybe. That'll leave some peg. Yeah, let's do that. Which means we can cut this thing down to probably right about, let's say right about here. Let's see. Just trying to do all my measuring. We can do it from here, I guess. Yeah, that'll work. Okay. And we'll take our big clippers. Went ahead and marked it. Find ourselves a bag. There's one around here. Cut. Break off the old piece. Now, the issue we run into here is we've got this little tiny hook piece. So what we want to do is we want to shave that down. We need this thing to be really smooth. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to grip it with our any kind of pliers you want. Grip it from the threading. And so now we're going to shave down the smooth end. You can almost come in at an angle. So you see I kind of came in at an angle, and basically what that does is it gives us more of a kind of a rounded edge around it, so it's going to be easier to insert that. First we're going to now we have this. Now we have this little cut piece, and we're going to see if we can't grip this from the threading and reinsert it. We're going to test it first, obviously. So what we're wanting is the sharp end of the screw to be pointing out the bottom of this. Okay. Let's see if it'll go in. It feels like we're having a little bit of friction, which we shouldn't be. Let's see if we can press that in. I've got to remember, I technically got to go backwards with it, which is weird. I'm trying to see if it's even going in. I think it would be, but I don't know. I can't tell if it's going in all the way. I want to make sure that the threading gets in there. That's the most important part. It looks like we're just going to have to basically hammer it in like a nail and then probably screw it in. Oh, there we go. We're getting in there. We're getting in there. Oh, man, this freaking Band-Aid. Okay, what was I doing? I need to make sure. Usually I twist. Let's go backwards. Try to make sure we get that in camera. See if this works. Oh yeah, it's going in. Okay, cool. I'm gonna go ahead and test it all the way. I want to make sure it goes in all the way. I feel like I'm doing it wrong. Oh yeah, I think I gotta go. It's weird. I gotta go to the opposite way of this. This is super. It's a mind-bending kind of deal here. Okay, cool. So now that we've got it in, let's go ahead and take it out. Take it out. And then we're going to add our adhesive, which this one, I really want to make sure this is a good hold. So I went and bought some new Loctite Ultra Gel Hold Control Super Glue. In fact, I found the last two at Walmart. It was weird. One was in the crafting section, and the other one was in the like the plumbing supplies. Couldn't find any JB Super Weld, so that spooked me. That really sucks. Hopefully that's not been discontinued, or maybe it was just missing. I don't know. Okay, so now we're going to line this with some gel hold. And as I'm doing that, I'm thinking I should probably flatten this out a little bit. Skipped a step. Okay. Sorry, I didn't think about like flattening out my peg piece here. Okay, let's see if this works. Because now we got now the glue's on. Now the adhesive's on. And we got to make sure this goes in all the way. Okay. Probably going to need to use some pliers for this. I imagine this job's about to get crazy. If it doesn't go in right away, this is going to suck. Come on. Come on, buddy. Get the threading. Get the threading. Oh, we're not getting to the threading. Why isn't it getting to the threading? Alright, come on. This is such a weird way to do this. I feel like I should just hammer it in. But I don't want to bend the screw. I can't tell if I'm like, oh man, I don't know why I can't figure out, like my head can't seem to grip the idea of needing to do it backwards. You know what I mean? Okay, well, see what happens. Oh, I feel like I'm not going the right way. Come on. Come on, come on, come on. I feel, man, why do I feel like I'm doing this? I feel like I'm rotating it the incorrect way, and that's really making me nervous. This hasn't gone in at all the way I want it. It's in the smooth side right now. Man, just riding the struggle bus right now, man. I don't know if I'm putting this thing incorrectly. I think I might be. I feel like there needs to be like so much dramatic music playing right now. Come on, go down. I need you to go down. It doesn't feel like it's getting any lower, guys. I know this idea will work. I mean, sheesh, I got it in a minute ago, but I don't know if like the just nothing at all, huh? It's like in there, but I feel like the adhesive's already taken hold. And that's not what I want. I can't tell if it's going in or not. Come on. I don't trust it. I don't trust this. I feel like I'm gonna have to do another one. Man. Yeah, I can't tell if it's like going in or not. I mean, obviously they would be getting shorter if it was going in. Let's try the other way. I mean, this isn't like a make it or break it moment, luckily, but you know, you go through all that trouble, you want it to work. It's just a lot of hard work. I can't tell if it's like if I'm twist. I assume I'm twisting it. I just hope I'm not stripping out the threading. God dang! I need like two bigger. I feel like I need two bigger like two bigger pliers. I don't trust it. I don't trust it. I gotta get rid of it. I don't trust it. It's not in there. It's not in there where I want it to be, so I gotta get rid of it. Dang it. Oh, what a struggle. I'm surprised that it went in the first time I did it. It went in. I was like, all right, cool, we're good. And then I tried to do it again, and I guess it's just not. I don't know if it was the adhesive that locked up or what, or if my hands are just freaking dying right now. God. I mean, I feel like this would have worked, but it wasn't in far enough for what I wanted. Let's see, this should just come out. See, now it's not even. There we go. Whew. Dang, I guess it was in there pretty far. Let's go ahead and drill a hole all the way back through. God, I mean, the hole goes all the way through. Wow. Man, my hands are a wreck right now for sure. All right, so I'm going to keep this peg. I'm gonna keep this here, but we're gonna use a different. We're gonna make a new one because I don't trust that one now. When in doubt, you know. So I always buy a bunch of these pegs. I think I just bit. Man, screw that one. Oh, my hands hurt, getting sloppy. Let's see what we got here. There we go. All right. Take 3. Speaking of 3, it is 3 o'clock. I said I'd go until 3. And now here we are. Man, this one's long. Is that the same length? Oh, I guess it's the same length. Like I said, we were supposed to be starting the Discord right about now, but man, I'm committed to this one at this point. This is crazy. I don't like to leave repairs undone on the streams, honestly. I think that's just my nature, I guess. Let's see if we can stretch this guy out. Okay. We don't need as much, I think, as we had a minute ago. The problem I run into is the place I've got to like connect or like to bend out is right where the threading's at. So me trying to push this back in is kind of, oddly enough, the issue we're having. I think I got it. There we go. Just the smallest little crook is going to cause friction, and that can cause a big problem. Okay. Put the screw in the peg, make a notch on the side of the peg, bend of screw over notch the screw into disc. Bend, I think you meant bend top of screw over not. No, it's not. The problem, this is a simple idea. The problem that we're running into is I have to go into it backwards. That's the problem. I don't have to usually do that. Usually I would go in from the top down. We could screw this in via using the screw into the disc. We're done. The problem we're running into now is that I have to go in backwards because we want that screw head into the disc. We want that to be, because I've got more real estate in the peg, so the longer bit needs to be sliding up into the housing of the peg. So when the peg goes down to the disc, it's going to have plenty to grip onto. And this is what we want going into the disc. The only issue is that we're doing it literally backwards how a screw is designed to be used. I feel like I have done this before though. Part of me thinks I feel like I have done something like this before and it worked really well. I just can't remember what it was. I think when you repair so many of these damn toys, you just kind of forget what you've done. All right, take 2 with the screw. Make sure this guy's nice and straight, which is looking pretty good. And I went a little shorter this time just because I think that's going to be easier. Just because it's the crook in the bend is what caused us to have an issue there. So I'm just kind of going all the way around. There's one little bend right here that I think is our issue. There we go. Okay, now I'm gonna, like I did a minute ago, we're gonna drill it in. All right, take care, Mark. Sorry I didn't get to see the ending. I didn't expect this to be such an insane repair. Okay. Okay. We've smoothed out the end of the screw again. Ori's telling people to join the Discord. If you guys want to leave the stream, feel free to leave the stream to join the Discord. I will be in there later on. But I'm going to keep this going until I finish this repair. I just really want to finish this. And we're so close. You know? So I'm just going to try to do this and remember what I'm doing here to make sure that I'm doing it correctly. Let's see if this is the right way. Because I feel like if I keep going to the right, righty is tidy. But I am going in the backwards way, so maybe this is the way to do it. I think it is. Yep. I think I was trying to go backwards when I just needed to keep going the same way as usual. Okay, so that went all the way into where we wanted it to go. We're going to back this up. I did it by hand too, so that's really good. That's a great sign. Let's back it up. It went in yeah, that one is very far. That's awesome. So here we go. We're going to add our gel ultra hold from Loctite. Make sure it's going to hit those threadings, and then we're going to go in like we just did. We're going to start twisting. Righty. We know that's going to work. I just did it. Let's keep going, keep going, keep going. Sure, I got it on tight. Shouldn't have stopped, but here we go. All right, let's go. It's going to get a little more snug because of the adhesive. Let's just keep going. Come on. Yes. Yep. Okay. Make sure we go further in. Okay, keep going. Just got to keep tightening this thing. Maybe I do need to go backwards. Maybe I didn't go in as far as I thought I did. It did go in as far as I thought it did, though, a minute ago. I feel like I'm going crazy doing this thing. What in the hell, man? I get to the threading and it just stops. I feel like I'm just losing my mind on this thing. Or if it if it's not going in, I can't tell. Maybe it is. Maybe it's just going in slower. It just feels like it's too long right now. I feel like I need it to be like a little under a 1/4 inch to go in. Oh man, yeah, I guess it's just getting really tight. That's why. Come on. Oop. Gosh, man, my hands are just killing me right now. It's so much. I don't have any excess stuff on here. Ridiculous, guys. Sorry. I'm just kind of like concentrating at this point. Trying to make sure this is gonna work. I don't want this to go back to this client and he'd be like, it just twisted off. Like, are you serious? I can't tell if it's in as far as I wanted it to be. I guess that's in. I think it's in. I don't like that. I don't like saying that. That makes me feel nervous. That's just gonna twist off. Can't tell if it. Yeah, it's just super weird. I don't know why. Like I feel like I keep saying that, but like my brain, it feels like my brain's not figuring out the right way. I could have sworn I twisted it on, twisting this to the right a minute ago, and now it just feels like I can't tell if it's just like if it's so tight that it's screwing into like the threading that I'm holding, or if it's actually getting tighter. I don't know if I just like was confusing myself or what. Maybe we're getting it here. I just feel like I'm like rubbing all the adhesive off. Man, I mean, maybe this idea won't work. Surely it'll work. I know I've done this before. I don't know. I guess it's funny because it's like going back through it. You would think that that adhesive would be catching, but it feels like it's just stripping out the bottom there. And the last thing I want it to do, like I said, is to come back and, man, it'd be easier just to replace this stupid thing with a screw and move forward, but oh man, my hands hurt so bad. I don't know if I can continue this one or not. Maybe this will just be we'll finish it kind of later or what, but it's hella annoying to not, like I said, to end a stream and not finish the repair. Yeah, it's weird. Like I grab it with my, like as tight as I can. I grip it with my these, and I just want it to go in. Like latch, all I just got to do is catch the threading and go in, but I feel like I'm just pulling it out. It doesn't feel like it's gone anywhere. So I can check this other one, see where the threading ends. And I mean, this thing literally is stopping right where the threading begins. The heck, man? Doesn't make sense. Yeah, like I said, if you guys want, go ahead and join the Discord. I don't even know what I'm doing anymore. I can't tell. I can't tell if I'm gripping it enough, where I'm gripping it tight enough to where it's actually, because it's just rolling out of the. It's stuck in there good enough to the point where it won't pull out of this thing. But I'm afraid, like if it goes in there too tight, this thing's just gonna pull on out of there, and I don't want that to happen. I just want to make sure that at least some threading got in there. That's all I wanted. I wanted this to go in there way further than this. I mean, I drilled a hole all the way through. You would have thought it would have made it all the way through. I'm trying to see if I can't scrape away some of this adhesive to see if I can see if that threading is actually going in, which is kind of ironic that the whole point of today was trying to remove adhesive. Here I am trying to undo my own repair to see if it's working correctly. Yeah, I don't think that the I just feel like my brain my brain isn't working right, dude. Ugh. It's super weird, you know, you always think like, all right, I gotta go righty-tighty, but I think technically I'm supposed to go backwards, you know? What are your thoughts on Super 7 reaction figures? Are those like the 5 points of articulation figures? If so, I have two of them. I bought one. I was gifted one. I think they're very expensive for having 5 points of articulation. I think they're kind of cool. Like if you have your favorite character, and you're wanting to collect like almost everything of that character, I think it makes sense to buy one. Other than that, I mean, unless you're just like that's your kind of thing. If you're into the whole 5 points of articulation deal, I bet a wall of those would look really cool. But I think for me, what kind of drives me away is the cost. Those things are expensive for 5 points of articulation. That's really expensive. They're like $12, $13, maybe more. Man, the struggle is so real on this thing. It is, dude. The freaking screw is moving. The screw is moving inside of the threading on my pliers. Well, how the heck am I supposed to stop that? That's the problem I'm running into right now. It's like getting to a certain spot and it's so tight that it's not. I can literally see the threading moving. Maybe if I hold them a different way. Let's see. Oh man, I don't know what to do. Yeah, they're so costly. That's the problem I think I ran into. Was like I said, I bought Donatello and I was gonna get the other Donatello, the in disguise, and I was like, man, I don't know, these are really expensive. So I didn't end up getting him. I'd like him though. I think he looks cool, and I mean, if they did an Aquaman or a Nightcrawler, I would buy them as well. But yeah, I'm not gonna go crazy on those. Man, I cannot tell if this thing is moving. I don't know. I'm not sure what to do at this point. I like got it to this point where like I can put the end all the way in here, but then I can't get the screw in. And that sucks. That's not what I want. God dang. I don't think I've ever this I'm not gonna lie, this Predator has been a nightmare today. $18? Oh my god. That's too much. It's too much. But the way I'm looking at this thing right now is if I'm having this much trouble getting it back out, then I'm guessing it'll go in. But the problem is right now that I've gotten it so far, the threading is so far out that it just doesn't make sense to do. I guess we're just gonna have to chalk this one up to a loss today on the old stream, man. I can't believe this. But I don't want to take away from our Discord time, which I've already taken like 22 minutes away from that. Um, Kind of a waste of a stream. Sorry, guys. I guess this is how it goes sometimes. I'll I think I gotta call it. I gotta call this one a day. Came right out again. I just gotta figure out how to put this thing in. Once it hits the threading, for some reason, once it hits the threading, it just stops. And which all I could think of is that I'm twisting it the wrong way, right? Like, because if I was going in this way, I would twist it to the right. Let's see. Let me just see if I can even just do that. So twist it to the right. Right? I feel like I can't even get this threading in all the way that way. Oh, there's some. Okay, hang on. I think I figured it. Something's going on here. So I just decided to put it in the opposite direction, and man, it just stops. Even with the threading, it's just stopping on me. I don't know what's going on with this thing. So it's not just the. It's stopping at a certain point, even though the hole has been drilled all the way through. Okay. Well, now I'm interested again. Okay. Let me see if I can get this screw all the way in. Just got from Amazon the Knight Rider Michael Knight figure for my Diamond Select kit. Oh, that's cool. I didn't even know they did all those. Okay. So this just went in this far, all the way. It went all the way to the end, which means I'm twisting it out this way, twisting it back towards me. So when I put it back in, it needs to be twisting away from me. So the threading is opposite. So it's got to go in that way. I wonder if that's what's screwing everything up, is the threading is... It should be going back in. I don't understand that. It should be going back in this way. Yeah. This is such a like a puzzle right now. I think we were talking about it earlier. Like, it's like, which ones do you hate the most and which ones do you like the most? While these can be extremely frustrating like this, they are really fun to figure out. You know, when you get done with like a puzzle or something in a video game or in real life, whatever, and it's just like, ah, oh, did it. Didn't give up, stuck to it, got it, did it, done. Okay. So I'm going to try this again. I can't believe I've never gone through this many like screws on the same like repair. It's pretty crazy. I'm going to see if I can't get away with using less, even less this time. Third time's a charm, I guess. This will be our third screw to put in here. We'll see what happens here. Go ahead and cut this off here. Clip that. I'm gonna go ahead and sand it down real close. Okay. All right. We've done it again. Okay. A little sharp. try it again. Yeah, Tony Fear. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Uh, yeah, I have no words for this one. I'm just kind of thrown off. I would have thought this would have been like I kind of knew what I was getting into, like with all the cutting stuff away and whatnot. But jeez, take care, man. It's good seeing you, Ryan. Okay. Now this time, before I add any adhesive, I'm gonna make sure that this goes in further, and I just feel like it's not. I get. I don't know why it's stopping at a certain point. I got it all the way in a minute ago. And then it just like stops. It could be like how I'm sanding it, but it doesn't really make sense. Because it sits there and twists. It'll twist both ways. Oh, I got it. Oh, I got it. Okay. Okay. So I hold I hold the threading with the pliers and I twist this guy away from me. All right, I'm going to clip this and I'm going to hold it where I want it. There we go. Look at that. Screwed all the way out. Perfect. Perfect. Now we're going to add our freaking adhesive. And we just twist it. Twist it on. Just twist it on. Just twist it on. All the way. Give one more little grip of threading. We got it. Something was going on with the... I don't know what was going on. I don't know. I don't really care. We got it. I do care, but we got it. So now we're going to attempt to twist this all the way in here and just... I hope it holds, because there's some otherwise I would usually wait for the adhesive to dry on here, but it looks like I had gotten some a little on the threading, so that's my fault, probably because I'm getting a little sloppy right now because I want to get this thing finished. All right, so now that it's on there and we've already tested this a minute ago, let's screw this on, and it should, like, theoretically, it should just twist itself in. And we'll get it as tight as we can. Oh my God, I think it went on perfect. Just trying to make sure that it's as tight as it can get. Twist it around one more time. Oh wow, yeah, it's on so tight it's smooshing the adhesive out. Okay, so wipe the adhesive off around the edges here. And now we let this dry. And we got it on. Let's test it. It's bending. It's bending the way it should. And I'm just doing it via this. There's no bend, there's no breakage. Thank God. So we'll cut some of this adhesive plastic and whatnot, breakage over here off. And now all we have to do is heat up the arm and pop this peg in and we're good to go. Usually I would do that right now, but I'm actually probably going to let this adhesive dry a little bit, just because some of it did leak out a little bit around the edges here. As you can see though, there's like some crevices here, Um, let's see if we can. There we go. You can see how those gaps are there, but that's just kind of like a. We can tighten it, but earlier when I tightened them like that, they man, it really got so tight that it wouldn't bend, which might have been the problem in the first place. But with all the adhesive we had to get rid of, this is kind of where this has left us. I mean, we do retain articulation. Um, this all the paint came off of here, so that sucks. But that's what happens whenever you glue that on. It's gonna rip the paint off. But looks like this baby right here is going good. I think this, since this stuff dries so quickly, it's not gonna get stuck in there. I want to make sure that what we do want to do is we want to go around these edges here and kind of like sand it, you know, make it a little smoother. Last thing we want is any extra friction, you know what I mean? Like going in, because if it catches or something and decides, for some reason, if this decided it wanted to break free, which I don't think this thing's going anywhere now. This feels like just a crazy solid fix. I'm being rough with it too. Um, I'm not gonna twist it just yet because we want that to be, we don't want the grip to be that tight to twist inside of there anyways. And we went through a minute ago and we did sand a lot of it down. It kind of makes me want to go through one more time, and what we'll do is we'll take this bit right here, this burr bit, and we'll attach it. Tony Fierro says this was more exciting to witness than whatever plays will occur in the game today. Well, I don't know about that, but I'll take it. Thank you. I appreciate that. I do appreciate that. That's pretty cool. All right, so what we'll do is we'll sand this like this. Just want to make sure that all that's kind of a rough sanding, really. But cool. So now all we have to do technically is heat this up and pop in our arm, and this repair is done. So let's do that. I'm excited to get this thing done. It only took me 2.5 hours to do. Before I do that, I see a little extra bit right here that I think needs to be shaved. All right. Yeah, there was like some extra adhesive that was just left over. All right, let's heat her up. Arm's got a little bit of squish to it. All right, let's see what happens here. We're going to take this arm. This goes in pretty deep, so that was nice. That's what's up. All right, y'all. I'm going to let this cool down on itself here. Got big pred, all in order. If y'all are wanting to continue the fun today, please stop by the Toycanics Discord. I'm not sure. I think I can probably invite you guys in there. If none of y'all are aware of this thing, let's see if it's got some updates. think I can just send like a link that works in here that you guys can just join. So we pretty much accept almost everybody in there. I don't think we've ever had somebody not be able to show up. And so what we'll do before I get off of here is, let's see if we can't send an invite. I think my computer's like struggling. It's like, man, you're adding a lot. What's happening? Create invite. Let's see if I can just right click here. Invite people. Or send a server invite link to a friend. This invite link expires in 7 days. Well, we don't want that. Expire after never. And see, we'll generate a new link. We'll copy it. And we're going to post it in the chat. Give me a second. Let me pop this up. Sign into chat. Let me guess. I'm going to have to sign in. Oh, my God. I hope my phone's nearby. It's freaking... Got to use your two-step verification processes. I wasn't signed into Google, so here we go. All right. That's definitely me. You can... We're going to post this. Here we go. And we'll go ahead and bam. Let's see here. Join the Discord. We'll put that there. There it is. Maybe we can pin that message. And I guess that'll stay there. Hopefully it'll be there for everybody else. Cool. If you guys want to join in, I'm probably going to go grab a shower, have something to eat, and then I'll be back in there, listen to all my friends talk crap about me about how long it took me to fix a Hot Toys Predator. So, if you're not going to be in there, enjoy your Sunday, enjoy your Valentine's Day tomorrow if you're having that, or just have a great Monday and a great week. Love you guys. Thank you for joining me today for this insanely fun repair. Take care of each other out there.